So it says turn off camera to improve performance.
Well, I mean, this application has seen you many times, so I mean, let's make it better. We were just an audio podcast, and then we decided, you know what? Let's do video. So, damn it, Mike, it's all your fault.
If I turn it
No,
off,
yeah, I was like, oh,
if
it
I,
went blank, but then I realized that's just you screwing around.
now it's telling me disable background noise. I'm laughing.
It just doesn't
This
like you.
program hates me,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just telling you.
I you know, yeah, I can't help if the program has what is it, taste?
Taste?
Yes.
You mean if it's like Christine?
Pocket change, where the stories are weird and the profits are strange. We win some, lose some, it's all fair play. Come ride a pocket change. Go ride a pocket change. Pocket change.
Hey, everybody.
Change.
Welcome to another episode of Pocket Change. We jumped into that because he was talking about something and I wanted to get it on video. I kind of surprised him. Yeah, because,
Yeah.
the computer might think
Video,
he doesn't
video.
need to be on video, but I think he does. That big old beard. Yeah. I like how
You know,
most people would talk to, yeah, you can see, that, I just think it's better when you have the cord running across, because he keeps working his way to the V.
this thing keeps muting me. And man, it like a disabled background noise again to reduce what? Why is it trying to make improvements on me? It needs to stop.
I don't know. Did you guys get married? I don't know. So they're always trying to improve,
Maybe,
you know.
maybe
So
we did. I swear this program is like I was saying. It's like Christine the movie.
yeah,
It's trying to murder me. The car. This
yes.
this descript is like the car trying to murder me. We'll see if we can get through this one. This recording, folks. More than likely, it's going to mute me about a dozen times. Already telling me to turn off my camera and disable background noise.
Well, Joe, how was your week? Tell me about your week, man.
It's actually pretty good. I have not been selling a whole lot here lately. It's actually been it went up and then it came back down.
Okay.
But I actually had my first sale back today, and what I mean by that is they sold today,
Yeah, cool.
which is kind of awesome. I hadn't sold anything in a couple days, but one thing I don't like that eBay has started is this notification of delivery.
Yes.
Getting that, I don't really care to know during the day if my packages have been delivered, and apparently it's just if you're mailing a bunch, and what annoys me is I had a bunch of sales right there together, so I mailed all of them right there together. So apparently they all got delivered pretty much all together.
Yes.
And
Ding,
it's
ding,
just,
ding.
you don't need store it in the app, store it online. I will check it later. I don't need to know during the day that my packages have been delivered. But other
Yeah,
than
well,
that, pretty good week.
that's
I
good.
sold one thing. I've been sending out a lot of offers. I've gotten myself into the area where Ben's is, where I actually have expenses now besides just the store. I've
Yeah.
added a few things like the AI lister that we currently use, and a couple of other things that are helping me with eBay. And so I have to make those payments. And now I'm feeling the pressure of I've got eBay bills, eBay business bills.
Yes. You got to, you got to do what you got to do. But, that's why I am. That's why I need to get back to it. My bills aren't getting covered. But, I had a slow week last week. I kind of had a crazy week at work. A lot of weird shit happened. But we got that straightened out, I think, as far as I know. So, new building there the first week, people, conflicts, but we're working through it. Just trying to get myself to a good place. So, pretty much last week, I didn't list anything. I'm just looking for an excuse to say, it's not my fault I didn't do my job. I just didn't do my job. I
Are you
sold.
doing your Mike Tyson impression? Is that your,
Is that it?
that
Hey,
sounded like
man.
Mike Tyson
Man,
there
like,
for a
remind
minute.
me like this, man. I have to talk like this to Mike Tyson. Float like a butterfly, fly like a bee. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. So,
No, it was better when you had the little lisp. It
oh,
sounded more like Mike
I said
Tyson
I
with the
chipped
lisp.
my tooth. Now I have a lisp.
Are you serious?
I did chip my tooth a little bit. So
I know you chipped your tooth, but
I don't think it gave me a lisp. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's this
I
headset.
think it did. I think it did, folks. Did you hear
Stop
that?
it. Now I'm gonna have to look for sailors. I think it's this headset. It's not me. I don't talk like this. Stop it. You're such a bitch. So
Okay.
it's been a good week.
Might feel sorry for you if you got a room with him next time.
One
And
thing
how it
I
was
found
crazy
cool
last
this
week.
week at work, right? So instead of putting a printer with a scanner back in our area, the documents that come in, they use a document camera. I sent you that on an email. I sent you a text. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Uh huh.
But it's
Uh huh.
basically a camera on an arm, and then they put it there, and they put the paperwork on it and hit the space bar. Boom, takes the picture. And it puts it in the file where it needs to go because it's all set up. And then I was playing with it, and I'm like, you know what? And then you could zoom in, and you could do it like the size of a car, or you can do it bigger. You can up and down. You could get really high. So I have a table in the eBay room that I use to take I was taking some pictures on, and because I thought I was going to do a cooking show about. I won't talk about that because I still might do that. So I had bought actual lights to do videos in my kitchen. Instead, I've now posted that. I have them put on the shelves, so they light up that room
Right.
in that area really well. When I was doing all those comic books, I would stick it onto a tripod, a thing that would hold it up. But I'd have to put
Right.
it there, take the picture, flip it around, take a picture, put it in the box, and it took a lot of time. So with this, I have to take, every time I'd have to focus on it with the phone. This, if I get this set up so that it's the size of a comic book, I can just slide the comic book into the slayer, hit the space bar, flip it over, hit the space bar, put it in the box. And I could probably, instead of the longest thing that was taking me, right, so you set it up, and then your light box is the table. And it just goes over the top, and you just hit your space bar on your computer. You can take the pictures directly to the computer, which also was one of the guys that was
Saves you
completely
time.
free, right? You could just take the pictures and
Mm-hmm.
it would do it for you. It did some crazy stuff, but it'll save me time. Because using the AI, I have to take the pictures then and get them off of the phone onto the PC, so that way you can do
Yeah,
the
even with
AI.
the one we've
Yeah,
currently
you got to.
using, if you could already have them on the PC,
So I was using my iPhone, and
it'd
then
be a
I
whole
go
lot
to
quicker.
iCloud. Then I had to pull them into the iCloud, and the thing that would jam me up is sometimes you take the pictures and it would take it, I don't know, 30 minutes for all the pictures to transfer to the cloud. I think you could probably, 10 seconds on either, each picture. So in a minute, you got 60 seconds. So you could do six comic books in a minute, or maybe even more, maybe even less than that. So click, flip, click, maybe 10 seconds a piece. Yeah, maybe less. I don't know. But think about it. You could
Maybe.
probably in 10
Maybe.
minutes, you could do 100. The pictures would be already, and then it takes it like 2 minutes. So in 12 minutes, you could list 100 comic books or
Well,
anything.
again, it depends because okay, so the only thing that I can say there it might throw it will speed it up
Yeah.
because if you're loading it directly to your computer,
Hmm.
because what I do is a little different. What I do is I actually have a old school phone, old school iPhone. So I'm using I don't make fun of my patch here, folks, but I'm using an old school Lightning USB.
Yeah.
I plug directly into my computer, and I can access the files on my iPhone and pull the pictures over. But I still have to do that.
Be
And then if
careful,
any of the
because somehow I did something when I plugged in the phone to this PC, not into my other one, hit some setting to not share files, and no matter
mhm,
what I do, I can't get that reversed. So be careful. Don't do that.
you're right. I don't know. I don't know.
It asks you a question. And apparently at the time I was like, no, I'm just charging it. Don't do that. And now I can't get it to ever let me do that. And I've
Yeah,
watched videos. I've done all kinds of stuff to try to figure this out. And it won't
yeah.
let
Be
me.
careful on that. But
So,
that's what I do. But it still takes time. And then the other thing too is if you have any editing to do, that's the one thing I don't like about our choice, the AI Lister Pro. I don't like it because if you've got any editing to do on the pictures, you better do it before you load it in there because it will not let you edit, and you can't edit on eBay once you've loaded on there. It doesn't let you do that. But yeah, if you could get just being able to get the pictures directly on the PC and take them that way, and I've thought about doing that with just like the regular old PC camera thing, but you do need a clicker. There is already here on Microsoft Windows. Boy, I'm dating myself there, calling it Microsoft Windows. Windows. There's already a camera app built in, so I thought about using that. But there again, it's so much quicker to use a cell phone. But if you had a way to set up so everything could work here and you could sync it, yeah, that would really, it'd save you probably over the course of me, the way that I do it, it would save me over the course of 10 items. It would probably save me, I'd say probably 3 to 5 minutes over the course of 10 items. Um, but
But when you're
still,
taking your
if you're doing a,
pictures, if you had a stationary camera that you could hit a click instead of doing the phone, and you know what, you trying to get it just right or get it, you get if you're batching things, you're doing like you were doing, say the sockets, they're all the same. You just lay it down, flip it. I got a cold.
he's been sick here
Yeah.
lately, folks, so we apologize. We're actually recording on a different night than we normally do because he's been under the weather, so bear with him. But yeah, I agree with you. And I actually have a setup that I in the Ugly Betty that I kind of use that I have the way I lay it and then I flip it, you know. And a lot of times I'll put my phone now on a little small short tripod and set it. If I'm doing something like the sockets, I can do that. But I mean, I would love to have the ability to do that on larger items and stuff because taking pictures of clothes, I have to lay out this, fold out the big thing, lay it out. I have to get up on a ladder. So it'd be, I'd love to have a setup I saw one time, but or saw it online. Um, it was cameras mounted on the tracks, and they could take different shots, and it was like a professional studio like thing. And that, I was like, but how much would that cost? I bet you wouldn't make enough on eBay in 3 years to buy a setup like that with all these multiple, like a gyroscope thing where the camera's all these different angles. But I don't know. But you said there's a program, so is that program available to us? Tell us more about it. Is or is that a program you're thinking about that would be awesome to be out there?
What do you mean a program?
So how are you taking these? How what were you thinking would take these pictures?
You can take that hooks up to your PC and it'll take the picture in your photo program that comes with your
Just using
PC.
photo app with your
Using
PC.
your photo app with your PC and it would save them right there. So I haven't done it
Only
yet.
problem.
I just got it. It just arrived today. I get in that background noise thing too.
So my question, yeah, I've just been clicking it off and ignoring it. So my question on that is, so you bought this thing that helps create the like a light box and like you're gonna
No,
be
it's
able
not a
to
light
be
box.
more.
It's called
Is there a picture of it? Can you share
document.
it with us?
It's a document camera. Hold on. I can, yeah, let me log into,
A document camera.
yeah. It's
Okay.
what it's for. It's for taking pictures of documents. And it's also for teaching. Like teachers are using them now. But that's originally what it was for. Amazon.
Again, folks, I'm not started back, so you guys that are cheering for me, continue on cheering for me. Again, this is my little no electronic, no thing, just a little straw here that helps me with my whatever you call it. Basically, I call it my pacifier.
There's a
Whatever.
bunch of different
Anyway,
ones. So here, I'll show you the one that I got.
I'm
I
just
looked it up.
curious how this would
This is
actually
different than the one
work.
we have at work because the one we have at work is like I read all the
High
specs
dollar.
on it. Yeah, it's like $1,000 thing. I don't know. You don't think you need that.
Yeah.
But here's the one that I got. It's a Mirabox 4K Ultra HD 3-in-1. It does 15 megapixel document scanner. So you just
Yeah,
put it over
that's
the
really
document.
not bad at all.
No, it's $50, $59. You can get a 10 megapixel for 40, but
See,
I
and
figured
that's
for 10
kind of what I was. That's
talking
already kind
about.
of what I was
Yeah.
thinking, because you remember I wanted to build an arm on Ugly
Yeah.
Betty
Yeah.
that would be I could reposition the camera.
Yeah. So you
So
just kind
that's
of,
exactly.
and you can push it up and down and just stick it in USB. It automatically USB. It has a USB, but it also comes with USB-C order. Yeah, those are annoying. You get all excited and you're like, oh, something's going on. But it goes up and down and it rotates back and forth, and you can turn it. And also, if you end up doing you want to do, it does video as well, so you could actually do a demo, like if you were doing something.
Only problem is I haven't figured out how to do the videos on eBay yet, folks. Every time I try to do one, and I try to make sure it meets their parameters, it won't let it load. I don't know if you guys are having better luck with that. Let us know, but I am
But
not.
because at work they were using this, I was like, wow, that. And then I played with it, and I got parts and just kind of put them under it and moved it up and down. I was able to get it to do like that size, all the way up to like
Wow,
that size, and take a really good picture. And it takes that one. Again, it's
well, at
$1,000 piece
15
of equipment.
megapixels, this one says 10,
That's the 10. I
but
bought
at 4K Ultra 10 megapixels,
yeah.
even at 10, that's still
I bought the
3 and
15 because it was
115
only
right there.
$10 more. It was $11 more, so I went with that one. And you can get it delivered tomorrow. So I'm gonna try it. And then this one here I got because it's got all these different so there's some other ones that are cheaper, but you have to manually focus it and all this.
You're muted. Muted.
Ear disease. So I'm gonna stop sharing that. And you are blank, but that's fine. I know you're there, so I just can't look into those baby blues. I don't even know what color your eyes are, and if I did, that'd be a problem. Are you muted now?
No, I'm not muted.
Okay, just
Can you
check.
not hear me?
I couldn't tell what you were doing because you're blank.
I was laughing. Because, yeah, if you knew what
Okay,
color my eyes were, that'd be a
I'd be
little
worried
closer
about
than I
that.
want to be, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I don't know what color your eyes are.
Good. I keep them squinty, so you can't tell. But
I
you know
just
what?
know
That's what I'm
Ben's
gonna
makes a
try.
mean old fashioned.
Yeah,
He
so I
makes
do
a
make a
mean
mean
old
old
fashioned.
fashioned.
So if you're ever around Ben's, get him to make you an old fashioned. He makes a good one. Anyway,
And I went to the
that is
resale.
awesome.
Yeah,
That is
I think
awesome.
it's
I
gonna work
like that idea.
crazy good, and because I have another, I don't know, 1,000 comic books, and I'm like, it took way too long to take the pictures. Now, if I can do it this way, not way too long, right? I listed what 2,500 comics in like 2 weeks, so it's not too long. But if you can figure out how to make it better, and then I have a bunch of other stuff that I want to list, but I just think this possibility might work. So, and it's crazy that at work they did that so they didn't have to buy they didn't have the data lines. They would have had to drop them and do all this stuff so that we could put a printer there with a scanner on it, or they have to take the documents and go across the warehouse, and that's what they were doing until somebody came up with this idea. And it was something they had already from another application that they don't do anymore, so that's why they sent it down. And it's old. This is new. So I do believe this thing I got for $50 is probably on par with this 10-year-old, you know, document scanner that they've been using forever. So,
That's awesome. And that's actually an awesome idea.
yeah.
And I'm actually going to go look at that tonight because that would be perfect to attach to that and actually be
It doesn't
what
have,
I
you
need.
can turn it sideways, so you could put it, you could set it in Ugly Betty and
Yeah.
pull it out and then have it do that. I mean,
Yeah.
it would work. And there's a million of them. I don't know if that's the best one. I went, I went down a rabbit hole. I spent like 3 hours going through all the different ones from watching all the videos that people did. And that one I was like, it autofocuses, it does this, it does that. Some of them, be careful, because this one, the video they took was really crisp. Like, some of them, they're document scanners and they say, oh, they do 30 frames per second, and they probably do 15, maybe less. So when it's jumpy. So if you're going to do video with it, I don't plan on doing video with it. So I almost bought that one that was jumpy because it took good pictures. But then I found this one. Yeah, you know what? We might use it for something. If you want to do a tutorial on something, you could have it, you know, over top and be your second camera. And just have
I
it
think
set
that's a
up.
great idea.
So,
I think that's actually a great idea.
mhm.
And honestly, folks, if you've got the money, so just depending on what kind of computer setup you got going on, you can always get a hub and have more than one camera. You can always, there's lots of things you can do. From my understanding, I've been hearing a lot about, I'm still behind the times, folks, but this Windows 11 is even more powerful when it comes to utilizing AI and pictures and camera and like all this stuff. Who knows? Some of you guys may teach us a few things. Like I have been very, I resist change very diligently, and I like my Windows 10
Yeah,
that I've had for many years. And
auto
so
updated on me, so I didn't have a
mine
choice.
is, mine's not quite good enough. The only thing is the chip, and yet the chip is not upgradable on mine. So,
Well, okay.
but so what'd you get? Did you get any feedback this week? Because I got some great feedback.
So let me hear yours, and then I'll tell you mine. Yeah, let me see yours, and then I'll show you mine. I mean, that's the way it goes, right?
Okay, so I sold one of the high dowel. You guys may not remember, but back one of our picker pass that we did, there was some high dowel medical equipment that I use. I hate to call it medical equipment because really it's shock therapy. That's
That's
what
medical equipment
yeah, it's shock
for
therapy.
the
It does help, folks.
unenlightened. Yes.
I used a similar setup for many years and it helped my back. But anyway, so this one here, I had it in a box because I got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of it. And this particular individual bought it. Perry Pam, that's the name, Perry
Yeah.
Pam. Great eBayer, by the way. Left me feedback, said quick and easy transaction, A plus eBayer, swift to ship, exclamation, exclamation,
Nice.
works like a charm, exclamation, thanks so much, exclamation. So that's what we want to see. That's
Yeah.
perfect. And that is just so awesome to get that kind of feedback and to get something again other than just what is it that shows up when it's automated? It's something like it's just very mundane. You want to see this stuff here. So Perry Pam, thank you so much. And that was this particular eBayer is a great eBayer too. They did ask me one question on it. I answered it. They bought it, and I was able to ship it out the very next day. And I'm glad they're happy with it.
How many do you have now of the automated feedbacks? Since we're having
Uh,
a competition.
I'm at 34, still at 34.
I'm at
Um,
62, so I went up and you stayed the same. Oh,
yeah, you
that's
jumping on
sad.
that.
Yeah, it's because no one wants to tell me what I did. But no, I had 3 feedbacks this week. Good transact.
Three
New ones.
left feedback or just
No, 3 left.
automated
Three
feedback?
left. I think that went up.
Okay,
I think that
perfect,
went up by
awesome.
like 9. Just so you know. Good transaction. Yeah.
That, did you have some of the same buyers I've had? Yeah,
It seems like it.
had one that just left. Great,
The guitar, belt buckle. Somebody left. Very cool item. I love it. Peace.
sweet. That's good feedback.
And shipping is good. Packaging was protected. Very nice value. As described. Good quality, good condition, and a very nice appearance.
That's what you want to hear, folks. That is what you want. Who was the buyer that left that feedback?
Hmm. Odin's 3629.
There you go.
Yeah, they bought a number 19 DC horror comic book, 25 cents vintage. It was a decent price too, so that was a good one.
If you're not getting that kind of feedback, don't sweat it. Don't beg
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
No,
Trust me.
don't ask. Don't ask.
Oh yeah. Don't. I used to would have said something totally different.
But just think about that. If you ask, you want to dance, you want to dance, you want to dance, you want to dance, everybody says yes to me. But it's probably like a 50% take rate. So that means 50% of the people are like, that dude shouldn't have talked to me. And then they're going to leave you some bad feedback, right?
Yeah, and and it does. I haven't had any bad, but I did get some neutral, and
Mm-hmm.
so I've stopped asking. I've not gotten any more neutral, but I'm still getting good. And it's funny, the automated is positive too, so I'll take that over getting neutral or bad.
Yeah.
But I am down in ad sales, which is not good. I'm probably going to lose my top seller.
Sell some shit, man.
Um, it's just I'm trying, man. I'm just not listing like I was. That's the problem. I'm not listing like I was. And at this point, I'm like, I'm going to wait till March. I'm just going to wait till March. And March 1st, I'm going to kick off with a bang. That's my thing. Is just forget it. I've already screwed the pooch here on
Yeah.
February. Let's make what we can and get to March. And that's the idea. March is usually a good month anyway.
So, I mean, my click rate's down by like 8%.
Well,
My
mine is
click
too.
through rate's down by 0.06%, but my quantity sold is up 22.22%. My sales are up 60%. My ad fees are up 70%. So that's not good. But my sales conversion is up about 0.76%, so less than 1%.
Wow.
But I haven't been listing, so this week I sold like 5 things, and I really paid no attention to it at all. So I was a bad eBayer this week. Don't be like me. Be like Mike. I
Well,
did
that's the
have
thing I have learned. So you're at how many now? What's your number? Because
3,500. It hasn't changed.
so yeah, so you're around 3,500. I'm sitting here right just under, been under 230,
Yeah.
and I'm still selling.
Hmm.
And we haven't listed anything at all, but I'm still selling a few items. I'm still doing well. I'm still gonna probably gonna be around over $60 for the month, which is a bad month for me now. But what I'm saying, folks, is here's the thing: we before I ever got up, you've got to get up in these numbers if you want to make money and not have to be constantly on top of it watching it. You'll make more if you are.
Yeah.
But what I've learned is I did myself a disservice by staying like around 100, 100, 150 because you just don't have sales at that level. But I've gotten up around that 250 mark and I've fallen back a little bit, but I've had sales because I was up there. He's sitting at 3,500. He's not listing anything. He's still selling 5 to 10 things a week.
Yeah, I
So
sold
there
two
are
things today. I was like, oh man, yeah. And then today I sold 2 things. So this week,
numbers you
yeah.
can get up to. I'm gonna have to order some more hangers, by the way, because I don't have any more to hang up all the clothes I've got to take pictures of.
Okay.
So I'm officially out of hangers, folks. Actually, I think I have 10 more. But as you can see, I probably would fill that up with just what I got back there. Quite a bit over there, and quite a bit more left. But I don't know. I cannot complain about my February. Like I said, it's not the best February ever because last year I sold that one gold watch, and
Yeah. You're not gonna catch
been
up to
killing
that.
off of the. Yeah. So
Our
to catch
goal
up to
is
that, I'm
to
gonna have to sell a
next
lot.
February beat that February. Have enough
Yeah, that's
listed
it.
that you can beat it.
So, but and I think as it grows, it will. So we talked about our favorite or our best, our feedback. We've talked a little bit about some things. We've given some hints because that camera I think is a great idea. And again, folks, our the we don't make any money off of the AI that we were using, but we did get a request to review another one just this past week. So we're probably going to be looking at that. We're not going to tell who or anything yet, but we will be looking at that to try to see what we think about that stacked up against what what we've already got. Now that we're getting a little bit more time.
Yes.
Now it may not be next week before by the time we do the review, but within the next 30 to 45 days, we'll try to have that review because they're a newer company out there, and they were like, "Hey guys, can you tell us what you think, honestly."
Yeah,
Um,
they reached out to me. They'd seen that I had done some videos about other ones, and he wanted an honest review. And he said, do a review. You get 10 free once we log in, and I haven't set it up yet. Actually, I just set it up right now as you're talking about it. And then he would give
well, and
us
he
a
knew.
slug of extra ones because you get 10 free to start, and then to give it a real test, you need more than 10. And then if we like it, then we will take the time
We'll tell
to
you guys about
explain
it.
it to you guys,
Yeah,
and then back and forth with him. And I sent a note to the one that we do like. What's a Lister Pro? Asked him,
yeah.
hey, is there any way we can do something for the audience? And I really didn't hear anything back. This guy reached out to me. got to make sure,
So if we like it,
yeah, we don't want to, we're not going to just say, hey, let's, tote
I know
something
what
that's
you're
not
saying.
good, right? We're going to make sure it
That's the thing,
works.
folks.
It looks like it's got a
We're
good
here's
back
the thing.
end. It
Here's the
looks like,
one thing about us. We're not monetized. We're not
yeah,
doing this for money. We're doing this because we enjoy it. And you guys that listen to us, we really appreciate you listening to us. We're not going to sit here and tell you, I mean, we're going to give you an honest review. So, and this guy asked us to. What
yeah,
impressed me was he actually said, hey, I want you to tell me the good, the bad, and the ugly. Give
exactly.
what. So this guy actually wants to improve upon his product. So if we say, hey man, it's crap, here's why.
Yeah. And this guy's an
And
eBay seller who made this for himself, and now he's trying to
awesome.
turn it into something that other people can use, which I found that interesting too.
I
Although
do
I think
too. I like that.
pretty much everybody that's come out with it, the Easy Lister and List Easier are both eBay sellers. So I would understand that, if you made something that really works good for you. One of the things that Grams and Pops, I heard him on a podcast. The guy Pops, I know his name, but I can't think of it right now. They came up because of this. You have to pay promoted no matter what. He wanted to find a way around that. So he is a coder himself. So he coded this program for himself that will track, because it's hard if you end and sell similar and end and sell similar because you want to keep pushing your stuff out there. It's hard to say, okay, I'm not going to promote for the first 30 days, and then after 30 days, I'm going to promote at X percent. And then after 90 days, I'm going to promote at X percent. And I think he had 4 levels. So then after, 6 months, I'm going to promote at X percent. He built a program that's what it does. And I need to look into that because I don't know how many times I list something and it sells in the first 10 days and I promote it. And I'm now going to, at a lot of those times in the past, I wouldn't have to pay because somebody would have found it because they had a search set up. If it took it 10 days to sell and somebody just happens to click on it, you're going to have to pay that percentage of promotion regardless of whether that person came in through a promoted listing. So I think he has like 3 different levels, and I don't know the name of the program, so I'm not very informative. But it was interesting that somebody was thinking. So it'll keep track of when it was actually
That's awesome.
made, and then you can relist it every 10 days, but it'll know, hey, at this point it's 6 months old, and then it'll put it to that level. And it's one of those things that sounds okay. I got a month. No, it's a set it and forget it. You say these are my 4 rules or 3 rules. I don't remember. Might have been 3. Might have been 4. And then once you set it, it's just going to do that for your account going forward forever. So I think it's one of those things you can go in and set up one time. Boom, it's done.
Be
So
something to know.
yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
find
guys,
out.
we're not making any money off any of this, and we're not going to say it because we're eBay resellers too.
Yeah, yeah,
I like the fact that somebody who's coming up with a program on here, and I'm not saying that List Agent Pro's not. I don't know, but it's good that you. If I guess what I'm saying is, if you're going to build a product to work with something and try to sell it to the people working with it, if I was going to build a better tire changer, I would want the tire changer. I would want, if I was going to buy a tire changer, I would want to buy the tire changer machine that was designed by a guy who knew about changing
yeah.
tires. And that's something that we always try to look for here. And again, we're not getting paid. We're not looking for anything. We just want to pass on to you guys what works for us, like the camera earlier. And Ben's is going to use that. He's going to he'll come back and tell you guys if it worked, if it didn't work. I mean,
So this one's interesting. It's got 3 different things on it. The new one we're going to try. It says create an individual listing, create a bulk listing, and then there's a thing at the bottom that says quick listing. Upload images and create listings in the background. We will generate everything. You can come back when they are ready. So you can just click on that and then upload 100 images and then just walk away from it and then come back tomorrow and check it out.
that might be something.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's definitely give this a look. I
definitely.
mean, nothing against List Agent Pro guys.
Oh no,
Again,
I've paid for a
this guy's
year.
not paying us.
No, no, and
Yeah,
I've paid
well,
for a year already, so it doesn't behoove me. I still have 110,000 listings to do on there. But this was interesting.
and he
I'm
asked for, so we'll
yeah,
give him a realistic
feedback.
review.
Yeah, we might
Yep.
come back in 2 weeks and be like, yeah, that guy was crazy. That shit don't work. Or we might come back and go, ah, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Or, it's like a lot lizard. It's kind of fun to play with,
That's
but you don't
the
want to bring it home. Okay.
There's the thing though that I am noticing, and this is really crazy, guys, is and I even heard I'm trying to remember what his name was, but I was watching a thing on YouTube the other night and it had a guy who was one of the top designers in the day who had designed so many different programs or whatever, and he said the speed at which computer and web and phone based apps are being built and designed now.
Yeah.
His fear is that the market right now is going to flood itself to death
Yeah, I think AI is going to be a
over the next
bubble.
5 years.
I think AI is going to be a bubble. I think right now, so we looked 3 months ago.
Well, he said like Windows. He said Windows might not. He said Windows right now. Windows could literally be outdated in six
Oh yeah,
months.
yeah. But I think AI is going to
Windows
be a
11.
bubble. I think it's going to blow up and it's going to cause the next Great Depression. That's my. You heard it here first. I've been reading a bunch of stuff about it. It uses so much energy. It does this. It does. There's a lot of bad things about AI. To make AI what they want to make AI, it's going to take so much energy and it's going to take all these server farms, which they're going to put into small towns or small. They'll go into an area where there's electricity excess, build this server farm, suck all the energy out. All our energy is going to go up and get more expensive, And this is kind of what happened in the Great Depression. It was a time where technology was changing, and then the world changed, and then all these people didn't need to go to work because they had built them. They say it's the stock market, and that crashed, and I agree with that. But that could happen here if, say, the tech bubble goes up and there's all these overvalued companies that are worth billions of dollars. Talking about overvalued companies, did you hear about the one this week?
Folks, I'm not. I'm staying away from this as far as I can.
No, no,
Just a
no, 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 no,
disclaimer
no.
here.
Here,
I'm letting
I'm going to
Ben
share.
make his
I'm going to share.
financial
I don't have
assessments
it.
here.
I'm not trying to scare anybody. Look at this.
Yeah.
You see this? Did you hear about this? eBay bought
No, I didn't know eBay
eBay
had bought
bought
Depop.
Etsy. Yeah, bought Depop. He bought it from Etsy. So Etsy bought Depop. I don't know, 2 years ago. I don't know when it was. They bought
Yeah,
it,
I never could figure out why.
but for 1.6 billion, and now Etsy sells it to eBay for 1.2 billion. So they lost 0.4 billion dollars. So they lost $400 million in that sale. I kind of understand why eBay bought it. Why do you think eBay would buy? So I was looking at it. Their average sales are about $1 billion a year. Say round up. It's like 700 to 800,000,
They're
$800
gonna,
million.
they're gonna, what eBay's gonna do with it though? They're gonna do what Etsy couldn't do.
Now, what they're going to do is kill it, I think. But maybe there's some proprietary
Yeah.
software.
Okay, let's talk about what
Yeah.
eBay's going to do here. Okay, so we're not. I just want a disclaimer here, folks. We're not talking about a great. I'm not predicting a Great Depression here.
No.
I'm
That's
not
me.
predicting stocks.
I
I'm
was
not predicting anything like that.
I'm being
Um,
facetious with that. I'm just kidding.
See, I have to give a disclaimer on that
Yeah,
because, folks,
I'm
I
not a
am.
financial guy. I don't give a shit. You know what?
I have to, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I think eBay is going to do with Depop here. Okay, Etsy
Right.
was willing to get rid of it. It was hurting Etsy. Etsy could not do what eBay can do with it. What eBay wants it for is to migrate those shoppers, the Gen Z shoppers who are all about Depop.
Yeah.
They they want to migrate them to the eBay platform. So what you're going to see over the next little bit is Depop's going to stay alive. But what you're going to start to see is coupons on Depop for if you move your stuff over here to eBay, you can find the same clothing, you can find the same stuff, you can find it that you're looking for over here on Depop, but we'll give you a $50 coupon, or we'll give you a reason for opening your eBay account. They want to use Depop as a way to introduce those Gen Zers to eBay, and then you're right, they're going to kill Depop
Mm-hmm.
because they're going to engulf it. And they want to get those sellers on Depop to come over to eBay because some of them may already be, but some of them may not be.
There's a bunch of
So
anybody under 30 isn't on eBay. I believe most people are on Depop. You go, you meet those. If you go to the If you go to the bins and talk to the people there that are younger, and you say, "Hey, I sell on eBay," and they're like, "I sell on Depop," and like you're an old fuck. But I
Well,
believe,
there's a lot of Gen Z on eBay too. Don't get me
no, no,
wrong.
no.
There is.
But Gen Z is not
There's a
under 30.
lot.
Are they under 30?
Oh yeah, my kids are Gen Z. My daughter and my son are Gen Z, and she's 15 and he's
Okay,
23.
I was thinking millennials. My kids are millennials. So, yeah.
Your kids are millennials, right?
Right, yeah, yeah, because they were born.
I
I'm
mean,
just
what do
saying.
you?
I was
And
thinking.
they
I was
are.
thinking. Gen Z is the newest one, right? You're right.
You see, here's the thing. So
But they
you
are under
are,
30. That's
yeah,
what I
Gen
said.
Z's under 30,
Is there
right?
anybody in Gen
Right?
Z that's over 30? Is what I meant to say. No,
No,
that
not
was
really, because they
I
started what 98 or 99, so they
right.
would be
So that's what I'm
right there
saying. Gen
getting
Z
ready to
is.
turn
I think.
30, maybe.
I don't think there's that many Gen Zs that are on eBay. I think most of them are on Depop or
Actually, there's quite a
Grail.
few.
Yeah, I do believe they're
There's
trying.
quite a few that is on eBay.
I would say the mass of us are Xers and Boomers.
So Gen Z is 97 to 2012.
Yeah,
So next year they'll turn 30. The
yeah.
first ones will
So I
turn
mean,
30
that's what I'm
next
saying.
year.
That's why they're. It's a whole different thing. Your camera.
But but you're right. Now there are Gen Z on eBay. Now here's the thing: it's probably around a 10 to 15% of eBayers are Gen Z, and so that's why
Yeah. So we got to
eBay
figure out. Yeah, we got to figure out how to make a
bought
company that somebody will
Depop.
buy, because Depop's estimated revenue is like $85 million a year. That's crazy. And they sell for
It's
one point
crazy they
two
would sell
billion.
for that much,
But it's the
but they wanted
platform.
it.
It's that and it is a whole. It's there's 7 million
Etsy
active
wanted it
buyers on
because
there, and those 7 million buyers, I would say maybe 10% are on eBay. They're probably just on
Etsy
Depop.
thought if they bought it, they could
Yeah,
add it to their platform, and they could then compete. They would have the craftsy
yeah, yeah,
market and that and the clothing, and they could then really go and no, it didn't work for them.
yeah.
There was no
They're
way to migrate it over. It didn't fit.
yeah. So their average
Um,
demographic is 34, is 90% 34 and under. I would
yeah,
say the average demographic is 35 and over for eBay for 90% of it. So it makes sense. They're
well,
buying into that new market, the younger people, and for us maybe that'll work. I'm banned on Depop, so I can't ever go back. So maybe this will help me get back in.
anyway, I don't know. We'll have to wait till we see the migration. I
Yes,
think you're going to see a migration over to eBay. And maybe it'll be EB Pop. I don't know, but anyway,
I
I
thought that
think
was
you're going to see a lot
interesting.
of that, and it is interesting. But I guess that's a good show.
Yeah, so I mean that's all we got for you guys today. Thank you guys for stopping by. It's a short show. We're just kind of doing this, we both got stuff to do. I got to, I haven't eaten dinner yet, and a fat man's got to eat. I'm just saying, a fat man's got to eat. And I got two chili dogs sitting out there. My wife made chili dogs, so
Oh man,
grilled up the hot
folks,
dogs, all good.
we appreciate each and every one of you, those that are listening on Spotify, those that are watching on Spotify, those listening on YouTube and watching on YouTube, as well as our many other platforms
Yes.
that we are on. And we appreciate each and every one of you. And if you've been with us this long, thank you. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe, share us, whatever you got to do. We are, and we're just going to say it, folks, we're one of the better ones out there.
I agree.
We're the most underappreciated
No drama
reselling
here.
podcast.
No drama here. You know what? I watch these other ones, and like the hosts are fighting, and they're having a problem with another podcast. You know what? We just want to get along with everybody and have a great time. And you know what you
Forget
need
you.
to do to have that is stay froggy.
Forget you.
What happened? You
Hey,
turn off
Froggy.
you turn off your video right before I
Turn
say
off
stay
my,
froggy?
turn off my videos. I want some drama.
Yeah, I was drunk. Yeah, you little. I wish I could mute you. I'd mute you right now, you son of a
He
gun.
and I really, we aren't even in the same state, so we can't even throw anything at each other. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, no, that's the thing. They keep telling you got to pick a. Everybody tells you to get famous on YouTube, you got to pick a fight with somebody.
Yeah, I don't want to. That's why
Why?
we're not famous. We're not willing to tell everybody they're.
Yeah, I don't want to fight with anybody.
Mhm.
Except what's that? What's that one guy? What's his name? What's his name? Oh, he was a. Oh man, I can see his face. Black.
Oh, don't
Black.
you
See,
racist? What the hell?
no.
What?
What's his name? He did like Schoolhouse Rock. What was his name?
Jack Black. Okay, I thought
Jack
for a
Black.
second
Yeah,
there I'm
I
like,
want to
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
I want to
I thought
fight
you were
with him
just.
over beards.
I thought you were going to start a whole thing about race. I was like, what? Not the
Oh
black? What? That's crazy.
no!
Jack Black. Okay,
I
Jack
want to
Black, we're
fight.
calling
I
you
want to
out.
fight. Yeah, I want to fight you over beards, man. I want to fight you over
Okay.
beards. I think my beard's better than his. I'm kidding.
He's doing movies with Jason Momoa. I'm going to fight him over sexiness. There you go, Jason Momoa. Bring it,
I'll
you
let you go
Hawaiian
ahead.
hunk.
I guarantee
Yeah.
you, my wife would say you lose.
I don't care. There's a lot of chubby chasers out there. Yeah. I had a woman today. I was helping do something. She's like, "You look just like Gordon Ramsay." I'm like, I've never heard that. I don't look anything like Gordon. I think it's because my hair was like out of control, like fluffy. I need a haircut, people. It's a
I think you
problem.
look like that thing on Jurassic Park that went yeah and spit the
Yeah,
ink.
exactly. Yeah, I'm a velociraptor. On that, we're gonna call it. See y'all later.
We love you folks. See you later.
Bye.